Thanks, Dylan. We're talking temperatures tomorrow that will be warmer than what we saw today, but then some storms working in by Sunday. So a lot to talk about. I know a lot of people have plans this weekend. Start out with live images looking over the capital city. Beautiful conditions right now in Hartford and really statewide. Down to 71 degrees currently in the Hartford area. And this weekend, one of those plans that you may be taking part in is the Festival of Jazz in Bushnell Park in Hartford. You can see temperatures for the day tomorrow generally in the low to middle 80s throughout the day. So some really nice weather on tap for tomorrow. Sunday, most of the day's dry, but it looks like by the afternoon, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm. We'll show you that here in just a minute. Let's take a look at the weather headlines. Tomorrow, nice and comfortable, warm conditions. Not much in the way of humidity, so that's certainly some good news. As we go into Sunday, we are going to be looking at two storm threats, one for the morning and then one for the afternoon. We'll time that out. And then by next week, it does look quite fantastic. Monday through Friday with temperatures next week starting out right around 80 degrees, and by the end of the work week, right back into the 90s. First Alert Live radar scanning the state. You can see our live radar out of Windsor Locks picking up on really nothing out there. A nice quiet evening, and you can see temperatures gradually falling back into the 50s in parts of Connecticut. Most of the state right now generally in the 60s and still hanging on to some 70s down on the shoreline. Dew point values 50s and 60s out there. You contrast this to where we were this time yesterday, and dew points were in the 70s this time of yesterday, so much nicer in terms of humidity, that nice dry air in place. High pressure building in over Lake Ontario, and as that high pressure builds in tonight, light wind out of the north, no cloud cover. We'll see what's called radiational cooling. It'll allow those temperatures to fall back into the low to middle 50s for most of Connecticut. So as you're going to bed tonight, you may want to open up the windows, have the natural air conditioner going, air out the house a little bit with the amount of heat that we've been dealing with over the past few days, because temperatures by tomorrow morning, again, 50s for most of us. However, I wouldn't be shocked if a couple of towns dipped into the upper 40s by tomorrow morning. You'll notice Futurecast showing those winds out of the north as we go into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, nice and quiet out there. Temperatures will be into the middle 80s throughout the afternoon. And then by early Sunday morning, this is 8 o'clock Sunday morning, scattered showers. It looks like southeastern Connecticut likely under the gun for the heaviest shower activity. Those showers quickly move out. Most of Saturday is quite nice, but then by the afternoon, this cold front comes through. This will bring in cooler weather for the work week, but also the threat for some showers, maybe some thunderstorms on Sunday afternoon. Temperatures overnight, 50s and 60s for the day tomorrow. A top 10 day tomorrow, a gorgeous weather on tap. And here's that 7-day forecast. We'll keep a close eye on Sunday, a first alert weather day in effect. Monday and Tuesday, gorgeous, low 80s, mid 80s by Wednesday. And then we're back into the 90s with humidity as we go toward the end of the work week. Dylan, back to you.